Hey, good morning, folks. And this is Jim Horn, and this is Trevor's Talks. Today, we're going to be covering some major updates from the Grand Traverse County Board of Commissioners meeting on May 21st, 2025. And what we'll be talking about is Project Alpha, which includes two big infrastructure efforts, a new emergency operations and 9/11 Center, and a storage facility. This part of the meeting lasted about an hour, and what I'm going to attempt to do is distill it down to about a 5 to 7 minute podcast, because I know everybody's busy, but they want to stay up to date on some of these major infrastructure projects. First up, the Emergency Operations Center, or the acronym is EOC. The building design has been revised multiple times. Originally planned at 15,500 square feet, it's now scaled to 14,300 square feet after some thoughtful additions like a wellness room, future use offices, showers, and a secure lobby. One interesting change, the building entrance will now feature a circular tornado-resistant design. This means it can withstand winds up to 200 miles an hour. God help us if we ever get hit with 200-mile-an-hour winds. But with the weather changing, you really never know. Also on the EOC building, by switching to a flat roof, the county could save up to about $1.25 million. Plus, it opens the door for potential green infrastructure like rooftop gardens or solar panels. Now, on to the next big part of this, which is the storage or central storage facility. They also have an acronym for that, and that is CSF. It's designed at 37,600 feet, down from earlier plans that included the Department of Public Works. Removing the Department of Public Works reduced costs and brought the space more in line with actual storage and expansion needs. Commissioners were also briefed on savings from using a flatter roof and more pre-engineered structures, and estimates say that they could alone cut about $60,000 to $70,000. But this is what I know you've all been waiting for, and that's really the budget overview and the money breakdown. The EOC is estimated to cost between $14 and $16 million with the latest design changes. A storage facility that's pegged at around $12.4 to $13.7 million. Right now, there's a $200,000 request on the table to continue to begin detailed design work. And some commissioners propose splitting up that process to give the storage building's long-term role another look before committing funds. And they spent a lot of time back and forth on that. And so some of the concerns during the debate, and as I said, this part of the meeting went on for about an hour, commissioners raised a big picture concern. Is this the right design if the county plans to consolidate more departments like HR, IT, and Commission on Aging on the same campus down the road? The fear, and this is always a big fear, is that if they build too small now, are they going to wind up paying later and needing more space? So while they voted to proceed with the EOC design, they hit pause on the storage facility for about 6 weeks. During that time, the county administration will assess whether the current design fits into a future consolidated campus. In other words, bringing everything down to the store around where the storage facility is at and where the EOC is at, the Emergency Operating Center. In addition, the Commission on Aging voiced support for moving outdoor service operations to the new site. They emphasize that their staff urgently needs more space and equipment storage. And nearly $1 million, they've got a $1 million grant for the site, including upgrades like restrooms and a new pump track. And they don't want to delay too long on getting a decision on that. So what's next? In the coming weeks, the administrators will evaluate if this storage facility design fits the county's future. That was a big part of the conversation. Two commissioners, Brian McAllister and Fern Spence, were added to the Project Alpha team to stay involved in what they called the nitty-gritty. This was really, I believe, an ad hoc committee. This is a long-term project with construction for both buildings, hopefully and expected to begin in early 2026. So that's the latest on Project Alpha, folks. And for Travers Talks, I'm your host, Jim Horn. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back with more updates on local government decisions shaping Grand Traverse County.